Good morning, everyone. Today I'm back with another layout with Brenna, the oldest grand, the one I'm trying to get some of her baby pictures done so that maybe I'll have her scrapbook finished by, I don't know, by the time she's 40. I'm hoping by the time she graduates, but I don't know about that. Might be just way too much. But anyhow, I have this picture of her and Rachel is my bonus daughter. I got her when I got my husband. And anyway, they are in Rachel's room. I had hung these butterflies in her bedroom, kind of in one corner by the bed. And anyhow, her and Brenna are laying on her bed and looking at the butterflies hanging from Rachel's ceiling. And unfortunately, Rachel did not get in this picture because I was trying to get a real good close-up of how Brenna was just so infatuated with those that she couldn't even look away when I was taking a picture of her. Unlike, you know, when I was trying to get a picture of her playing with her mom, it's like all she could do was look at me. So anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, I want some blue and some yellow, and you know, I want it to look good with butterflies. Okay, so I had out all the ones that I planned on using for baby, and I thought, oh, this is you know, gorgeous. It's got butterflies in it. It's got yellow in it. But when I gotta say, it doesn't look too bad here because you don't see this really turquoise pillow. And as soon as I put that on there, it's like, then I no longer like this. And then I considered this because it's like, it's one of those ones that is so pale, maybe it's not that noticeable. And then I found this one that's like, oh, that's really baby-like, and that's not too bad. I mean, it's still kind of that purpley butterfly. And then the yellow's all wrong. So I kept looking, and I think I had pulled out I think I had these laying all with those other ones. These are the 8x8s that I bought at the bookstore at the outlet mall. And so anyway, it's like, okay, I love this. I love it with this. All the colors look fabulous. And so it's like, okay, am I going to use it with what? So I put it on this, and I like that. And I also like this. But I thought, well, maybe I could put these together. And then trying to decide what to do with this because it's an 8x8. So I considered cutting it into 4 pieces, and I decided to cut this one. That's when I decided to cut this one down. I thought I'll cut it down and then kind of see where it goes from there. So I've cut it down 1 inch. So there's 1/2 inch on each side. So then I brought it out and looked at it again. I kind of want these like this, so it kind of looks like she's looking up at these butterflies. And so I kind of plan on arranging it like that, but it's like I do not like that big square in there. So then I considered maybe cutting it in half diagonally like this. And so then I laid everything on top of it again. You can see it, the struggle is real. And so it's like I'm thinking that I kind of like that. I thought, oh, I'd cut it in half, put half there, put half down here. And then so I'm thinking of doing that. So I take everything off again, and then it's like I slide this down here, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't think I like that, but I laid on everything on top of it again. And I stuck this little doily back here. and I'm already loving it. So that's going to be my plan. So to save a little bit of time, I will, so you don't have to be watching while I tape all this down, since you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back. Oh, and I never told you what the papers were, but I have no idea. These are both so old. I'm sure I got this in a paper pad or at Hobby Lobby or Joann's, when you just could buy them off the shelf, the plaid. Same way with this one. Might be a Melissa Francis, maybe. And this was in that pad I told you a few days ago that I purchased at the bookstore. So, and it was an 8x8, and I think it was a baby pad. And I'm going to be using florals from Floral Book 1 Mintay, and the butterflies from the Wing Book, and also from Pinkfresh Happy Heart, I'm going to be using the word amazing, because I thought that she just looks like she thinks it's amazing. Okay, let's see how much tape I have showing, since I couldn't get it to quit rolling, or couldn't get it to quit. Sometimes I push the button too long, and sometimes I don't push it long enough. Okay. Well, you'll be glad to know that my tape ran out when I wasn't filming this time. That's 1 out of 3. Okay, I think I got this rolled back so we won't see the tape. Well, I guess just about. And I'm gonna stick that right here, because I didn't want to cut down the picture anymore that the butterflies were on, but I didn't want it as big as what it was. And I have cut it down this way, but I didn't want to cut it down so much this way. And I've tried to put them at a perspective. Like this one, she looks like she's looking up at this one. It's like I would have had to have it way on the edge to make her look like she's looking at it. So I'm just going to call that close enough. Okay, and then I have some butterflies from that Mintay collection, and I'm going to put them somewhere around here. But I'm going to, let me see if I can kind of come in, because I'm going to make a little floral arrangement in 3 spots. Am I in there? Yeah, looks like it now. So I'm starting with the biggest flower, and I'm just going to kind of put it at an angle that I think I'll like it. And I'm just using red and blue flowers and green leaves. And I think these leaves go like this, so that's the end, because that's how it looks to me. And I probably knew at one time, but now that I've cut them out, it's like, okay, where does that go again? So I'm just going to kind of tuck this so it's just not hanging off the paper. Oh, maybe I even want it down a little more. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Okay. I just love their florals. And I kept thinking, what do I want on this page besides butterflies? And I thought, well, you kind of need flowers for the butterflies, because that's where they want to land. And so I'm just bringing in as much as blue and yellow as possible. And maybe this one down here. This looks like just like a little tiny hydrangea flower. Oh, that reminds me, I need to water my hydrangea. It's kind of the shape of a dogwood, but I think it's probably like a hydrangea flower. And then I have these little berries, and I've got 2 blueberries and 1 cranberry maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the red ones are. They look like cranberries to me. Well, I didn't get any on the blueberry, but I got some on my finger. Will that make it to the blueberry? Yeah. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of tuck these in. I'm gonna call these my enamel dots today. And I'm just kind of tucking them in someplace where I just like the looks of them. And I know when I would do arrangements, I loved using berries in them. And in fact, I think the last arrangement I did was just berries. Okay, and I think maybe I'll just have this one like just hanging right off. And then I've got 2 butterflies for this area. Oh, and I got my little thing that I put my trash in, and I still missed it. Because I wasn't even shooting for it. So I just kind of picked out the butterflies that I wanted to use, and then I tried to plan the color of them. So that's that little corner. And now I'm gonna make a spot right here. And I hope there's not a glare. Before when I did YouTube, we had a reno. And the reno, I had so many lights put in, I thought, oh, this will be great. How can there possibly be any shadows with all these lights? No, it just made multiple shadows. It was horrible. So anyhow, after watching Janet and her talking about like she had so many lights that she could land a plane, I thought, oh, I just need more lights. But just directed at my layout. So so I bought these little ones that you can direct at it, and I actually bought, they came as a set of 4, but I only have to use 2 of them because it's like, it seems like it's enough, and sometimes it seems like there's still too much light. Okay, so I've got the one blue, well, this is kind of like a bluish green one. And then I've got another little yellow one that looks like the big yellow one. I think I'll kind of stick that up there. And I'm just kind of, I was watching Ginger, and she was working with these flowers, and she's like, it was so funny because the leaves were shaped totally elliptical, and then it looked like the leaves were coming out of the very top of the flower. I don't know, sometimes it's like the leaves are barely hanging on in some of the flowers that you get. But I guess maybe then sometimes it's better just to be able to put them on yourself, because you can decide where it looks like they go. And then if you make a mistake, it's your own. Okay, I think I need to have this kind of angle. Sometimes I can't tell which way the flower goes. Maybe this way. And oh, I was gonna stick this in there. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna stick that in there. I kind of start with the biggest one because it's easier to know where everything's gonna land if you put the biggest one down first. Okay, now this is like buds. I'm kind of hoarse today. And so I'm just gonna tuck that in there. Okay, now I got my little berries. I think I'm gonna just use glue. It's gotta be easier. I think I'll stick one up here. One thing when I'm using like things, I kind of try to have them next to each other, because if they were in the garden together, they would be on the same plant. So even if it looks like they've fallen away from the plant, they'd probably still be near each other. So I kind of try to keep that in mind. Now, since I'm spreading the color around with the flowers, I'm not going to be doing that with the flowers. But if I had a lot of flowers and was using them, I would try to work towards that. So you see how I've got 2 red berries here and 2 blueberries here. Okay, now I'm going to be working on this spot up here. So I'm going to kind of push it out a little bit. Is that where it's at? I'm looking through magnifying glasses and my glasses. So that's always a challenge. Oh, I forgot my butterflies. Okay, back to this one. Okay, over here I have 3 butterflies. So how am I putting them? I think kind of like that. I actually put all the butterflies on first and then decided where I wanted the flowers. But I knew I wasn't going to have my flowers or my butterflies tucked in with the flowers. So it's like still kind of knowing approximately where you're going to put them helps. Before I went to school for interior design, I used to work in a bakery. And it's like, oh, I forgot to put glue underneath there. Sometimes I would, I'd always still be crafting. I just had to have, it's like back then I didn't know about scrapbooking. Otherwise I would have been scrapbooking then and quit wasting my time doing other stuff. Oh, and I still forgot to put glue underneath there, even after I just said it. I think nothing's coming out. I think I got a clog. There we go. Okay, and I've totally pulled up that paper. Now you see all the what not to do's. I'll put glue underneath these when I'm all finished. And I will glue that down, which I'm going to glue that down right now. Okay, that's good. I'm going to glue this little corner down here because I'm going to be working on this next. I should have did that all ahead. I leave it up in case I want to tuck anything underneath it. And you know what? I never tuck anything underneath it. I don't know who all the tuckers are, but they're not me. Okay, so I'm going to work on that part. And I think I still need to go out a little bit. I think that's it. Okay. I just gotta watch that I'm not flashing. One day I did I was looking at my video and I had on a tank top, and yeah, it was a little low for my video. It's like, oh my gosh. So I had to cut all that out. Okay, so I think this one here, I've got some different pieces. Okay. So these ones, it's like they're all kind of the same size. But I'm going to start with this yellow one because to me it still looks like the biggest. And I think I might want to stick this in here first because I'm going to use this great big leaf. Okay. I like the shape of it, and I thought it would kind of pull it down near the picture. So that's why I decided to use that one. don't really want to cover up that too much. Oh, maybe I kind of want it underneath there. Yeah, that looks great. Okay. I think when I actually was thinking about this, that I actually kind of pulled this one in first. Okay, and we're going to want this one. I think I'm going to do that. I've got this little one, other blue one. Oh yeah, I had this one way over here. Okay. So this one has smaller flowers, but I actually have more flowers in it. And am I going to stick that up here or over here? I think I'm going to actually stick that here. And then have my little berries in there. Should have had these all lined up with dots. Those sticky dots. Okay. What's my color here? Okay, I am going to stick these one kind of tucked in. And where's my other blue one? Or do I have two reds? I'm going to stick one up in here. Maybe I have two red ones. I do. So I'm going to stick this over in here. So it's by that one, but up there. Okay. So now I've got my two butterflies. And this time I am going to put glue in the middle. And this one here, do I want it in there? I think I want it right in there. It's on that little bit, there's a little bit of glitter on that paper. I was gonna call it glitter paper. It's not glitter paper, but there's a little bit of glitter on it. Okay, I need one more leaf. I knew I put these leaves up here for a reason. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to tuck one right in here. Still in the camera. I hate looking and then realizing I'm not even in the camera. Sometimes that happens. Okay. Okay, so I need to still glue those, but that's it. That's my amazing layout. And I will have close-ups at the end. And thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.